off the play fake. Here's Jackson. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before. Taken down. A good pickup there, a 22.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice game.
Here's Jackson to throw. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Flowers. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
Hey! No, we changed it.
Throwing is Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Flowers going to go in motion right. Now Jackson. He drops this one off underneath here for Hill. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Ball on the 39. Here's a 2nd and 4. And Jackson throwing once more. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. You talk about this Bengals defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
Hey, report. Sit up.
Play action. It's Jackson. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A very solid gain of 27.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
What is it?
Now it's Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
What is it?
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready, shot. Go ahead. Shot.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. That one into the hands of Flowers. So the completion good for 7 there. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
Ready, shot. Shot.
Achane will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. Justin Tucker for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. In motion goes the tight end. They snap that at 1. Now it's Burrow. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no run back forthcoming, so this out to the 30. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
180.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. They go play action now. Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
You. 180.
Back to throw. That is caught. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 43 yards.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam. But notice how he keeps his head on a swivel looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Micah Hyde comes flying in from safety for the sack. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
You.
They'll try and run for it with Hill. Shreds the tackle. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. These two teams all tied after one. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Shot! Ready! Ready, shot! Shot!
Jackson now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Jackson. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Gun! Shot! Shot!
Burrow looking to pass. Now a short one to Gesicki. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs
here we go.
for his offense.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Shot!
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Shot!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. On 4th down, the rookie Ryan Rico on to punt for the Bengals. Deontay Hardy deep for Baltimore. And it's fielded at the 34. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan, and this is what they wanted to.
To the right side and intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to take over here up near the 40.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
Dot.
Now it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Dot.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. Inside the 10. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. Tucker now to add the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Dot.
Burrow will throw. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
Let's get set. Dot.
Here's Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. Look at the big fella go. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Mike Gesicki, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have cut it back within a score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul, but the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
180.
Now it's Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Alpha, sit on. 180. What a shot. Hey. Yo. Sit on.
They go play action with Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Here's 2nd and 10.
Sit on. 180. What a shot. Sit on.
A quick pass out to Aguilar. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. The Bengals drive about to get going. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Got his man. It's Thornton. Room past the 35, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 19 yards that time for number 19.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Shot.
Now Burrow. Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Shot.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row. and that one falls incomplete.
Eleven MT. Shot.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one good for 26 and a first down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Gun. Shot. Shot.
Now it's Burrow. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Shot.
To the air again, Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Mike Gesicki as the first half is winding down.
And the Bengals have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Battle. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Here we go. Shot.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
11.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
Shot.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a first and
11
10
mighty.
at
11
the 39-yard line.
Set. Dot.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
11 Thomas. Here we go.
They go right back to the ground here, and Brown eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. Kyle Van Noy in on the stop.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22.
Here we go.
A Chase will go in motion left.
Dot.
Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
13. You at X. Sit up.
Here's Jackson. Underneath here to Hill. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Sit up.
To throw is Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 57 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Tucker with the extra point, and we are all tied at 28. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Here we
Got
go.
a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete.
Let's give a little credit to the defense on that one. They resisted quite well, and that pass fell incomplete. But this ball game for him, that's just a momentary speed bump. He's played awfully well throwing the football.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Stop.
They'll set up to throw.
Open man is Chase, complete.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Stop.
They'll run on 3rd down with Brown. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. Stop.
Burrow on play action.
He will find his man Chase, complete.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Burrow looking to pass. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to
Gun.
do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now for the extra point. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Achane will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lead.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
Inside the 20. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And Bateman, he'll go in motion right here. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Rashad Bateman
with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Ravens are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside. And now Burrow loses the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now the Bengals on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far.
Here we go,
this
here we
will
go.
be third and a mile.
Hot.
Now it's Burrow. Flush to his right. He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
11. Hot.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 25 yards that time. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
11 MT. Hot.
Again, it's Burrow. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Hot.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
McPherson on for the point after.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent. And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 9.
180.
Again, it's Achane. Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning.
Sit hot. Sit hot.
Now Achane on 1st and 10.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Sit hot. Sit hot.
A run straight ahead with Achane.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Sit hot. Sit hot.
Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep, and he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Hey, Alpha, sit hot. 180. 1 shot.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
Get hot.
Up the middle, Achane.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. This to make it a 3-score game late. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Throw left side complete to Chase.
That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Here's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Here we go. Hot.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. He's going to let it fly.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Get hot. Hot. Get hot.
Down to Inigo's Jackson, and that should seal it.